Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Gold Rush. So, hopefully, we can continue on where we were in the last episode, and basically, that is just mining for gold. So, we have a absolute ginormous hole next to us, if I can get this turned around like that. And I'm thinking we should be, let's see, where did we start? So, we started right there. Right there, I'm guessing. Okay, so we should be about right there. Close enough. But anyway, with all that being said, we got 19.6 ounces so far in nuggets. So hopefully that'll help us out. We need, like I think I said in the last episode, we need $20,000 to keep afloat. And that, oh, apparently I didn't get everything out of that one. But apparently that's about 20 ounces or so. So right now we should be fine. Last wash or clean out, we got 45 and some change ounces. So again, that was good enough for 2 days. We're just starting fresh from literally the last episode. I had I think 3 trucks, or no, I think this is number 5. I think 5 trucks that are already in the plant. So I think this one is the final one. We may have to do like a half a truck or something. But other than that, we should be being just fine. And then, of course, we're making good money. So hopefully we can keep up that good work. What else is there? Pretty much that's about it. Oh, I did buy a few things. That's why we have only $8,900. And, well, we did start, or I did start digging at 0 ounces, just so that we can get all that money to buy said things. I did fuel up everything in terms of the excavator and the dump truck. I filled up as much as I could. So I refilled up the pickup and the trailer. I haven't bought any fuel for the big fuel tank, so we're going to have to do that shortly. What else did I do? Oh, and like I said, I bought a few things to help us out in coming time. So theoretically, we are working on the up and up. If we can get like another 45, I'm still hoping for 50. If we can get 50 ounces, then everything will be okay. Since we started basically at like 3 in the morning in game, we should be able to take our time and not rush as bad and get everything taken care of. So we shouldn't go back down into the negatives. But we'll see what happens. If you didn't see last episode, we did go down to negative $14,000 because we just didn't have the time to get all that squared away before nighttime ended. So because now we have time, we should be able to process everything and take our time. We're still in a hurry, but we're still not at the same time. We may have to go check that out. D-Rocker at 25%. Still don't think we'll even be close to being able to afford it. I think it's like 600,000 or something like that. But we can definitely go check that out when we can. And so let's see here. So like I said, if we look over here, that is as far down as I can reach. We're almost at the bottom. But yeah, we can't get all the way there. So either we can take this down and then build like a bench, or just basically leave it. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's all that much gold there at the bottom. If we get this, like we're probably looking at that, and that's only 0.37 ounces. So I'm not too terribly worried about it. But with all that being said, we're going to go and take this over to the plant. And like I said, I think it should be the end. 80%, or is that 89%? It was either 80 or 89. Oh, well. We'll check here. I think... Nope, that's 80. So I think we need one more truck. So we might as well just keep going. I also found something out when I was recording last. They have integrated in the game that you can stack buckets. And that is the stack of buckets right there, if you saw that just barely. That is fantastic. I did not know they upgraded or integrated that or anything else, but I found it and I'm super excited about it. Instead of having 70,000 buckets all around town, you just have one stack. I don't know how many you can stack, um, but just the fact that you can at least stack, I think I got 10. So the fact that you can stack at least 8 or up to 10, I'm thinking, that's fantastic. So now you don't have buckets, thrown everywhere, which will actually come in use as soon as we get done with this loan. So as soon as we get done with this loan, I think I was talking about this in the other episodes. As soon as we get the loan paid off and everything else done, we won't have any obligations to get any gold. The only money we'll need is for fuel because we did buy everything. So I'm thinking if we can just save up, like I said, a little bit of money for fuel, we can just run the wash plant and then put them in the buckets and just hoard them essentially. And then as soon as we need money or we get enough buckets to make it a actual proper clean out, then we can do them all. So I'm thinking like maybe 3 wash or 3 clean outs and then keep going or something. I don't know. Haven't thought that far about it, but definitely more than one would be much better because then you can just clean the mats, move on, and keep on going. So that's probably what we'll try to do and go from there. Since it's not done yet, I'm guessing that we're going to need this last truck, or at least half of it. I'm still trying to figure out how much a truckload of dirt equals into the plant. I think it's 20%, but I don't know. I can't remember. So since it's at, or it was at 80% during that last truckload, we'll keep going. So 5.89 ounce. So we got 25.575 ounces. That's good. That's good. So now we're absolutely in the clear from the loan payment. So we don't have to worry about that. Even smelting it, we're over the loan payment. The only thing we have to worry about now is the 30% provisions that we have to pay the guy. Well, we can work with that. 81%, that'll be 87. Let's try to clean this up just a touch. Beautiful. I think this one should probably be the last bucket. Yeah, close enough. So what I'm going to do is just back up a touch more so that I can reach. And then, what I always like to do is I like to put the bucket where I want the truck. Let's turn off the lights. We don't need the lights on. There we go. And then, that's how I know where I want the truck. So, let's see here. So we're definitely getting there. We're, we still got a lot of dirt to go, but we got it somewhere in the shade. Let's see. So, we're at 99. That'll be good enough for me. So we get a, what, 19 percent per truck, and I think we had 46% in the shaker before I started, or when I started, I should say. And so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna leave that be, and we're gonna turn all this off because we don't need to be wasting fuel, even though we've been wasting fuel the entire time, but that's fine. So let's see. Let's get this squared away. Of course, it's going to be loud again, probably. Yep. For whatever reason, that one is the loudest thing. I have turned it down and everything. I think I said this in the last episode, but there's not much I can do about it. Because if I turn it down too much... Oh, wrong button. If I turn it down too much, then you can't hear the game, but for whatever reason, the bucket is just astronomically louder than everything else, and I seriously have no idea why. But today is Monday. It is the 23rd of December. It's absolutely crazy. Wednesday is Christmas. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. And I do believe the 26th is Hanukkah. Beginning of Hanukkah. So it's definitely the holiday season for sure. So happy holidays and everything else. Anyway, as you see there, we have started to get this all squared away. So we got the nuggetator. Insanely expensive. Like, absolutely insanely expensive. I did not realize how expensive that thing was. That thing right there was $26,000. Absolutely insane. Yeah. So I bought it because it makes life a lot easier. But after paying that, when you don't necessarily have the money, you basically sit there and think to yourself, why the hell did I just do that? And that is pretty much where I'm at right now. And then, of course, we got the gold, or the Magnetite separator. But anyway, if you guys don't know what this magical thing does, you just put the moss mats in here, and then it puts it all in one bucket, and it is just the best thing in the world. Also helps if you put a hose or something on it. Where is it? It is right there. Beautiful. So now it won't move. You gotta love how you gotta put a deal on it first, huh? There we go, and there we go. So I'm thinking I need a power outlet. That's fine, but I need an extra bucket. Of course, you just pick up the top one, and then it's beautiful. Get me a power outlet, thank you much. Sooner or later I'll actually get another one, but for now it's alright. I think that's 150,000, but that would be so much nicer to have. So we'll just let this simmer. There, beautiful. We don't need water and all of that, that's for sure. And then of course we don't need water going through that. So that'll be good. We'll let that run and get all that squared away. Of course, we'll get all this said and done. Just to not, so we don't lose them. We might as well do that. Almost jumped off again. Gotta love it. So the gold nuggetator is almost done. Or it is done, I should say. What we'll do is we'll turn that back off, put these back into the deal. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave that bucket because we have we're going to take it out. Because why not? And then we're going to see just how much these hog pans are actually getting. So I'm going to try to separate this. Good enough for me. Going to try to separate it as best as humanly possible so I can keep a rough tally of what is getting what. Or I guess we can keep a tally. There we go. So there's going to be kind of multiple tallies that we're going to be trying to keep record of. And that's going to be moss mats, and then it's going to be the duplex jigs, and then it's going to be duplex jigs, hog pans, moss mats, and the top. Oh, now we got to save. Don't matter where you go, you just can't stay here. That's right. Oh, and then you fall off. You got to fall off at least 3 times. Alrighty, so let's turn. Oh, come on. You gotta love just a little bit of lag, and then everything stalls, and then it's like, wait a minute, what are we doing here? Alright, let's see. There we go. Put that one there. We'll come back up. So this one's only 29% anyway, so we definitely got more time than money. Because right now we're kind of broke right now, but That's fine. And of course, it'd be a lot better if I had a separate water deal, so I don't have to run the generator and everything else. Since we don't have that yet, we'll just deal with what we got. There we go. So at least if I have to lose anything, it'll just be one. I can deal with losing just one. Oh, 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 here we go. That's the problem with this thing. Sometimes, oh, come on. Oh, yep. Oh, you dadgummit, you bastard. Oh my goodness. That is the problem with this thing that I've always had, is that if you try to get things done a little bit too quick like, that will happen. So they're all there. Get that said and done, we'll step aside so we don't have to listen to it as much. There we go. Now it's quieter. Then we got to run the Magnetite separator, like I was saying, and then go from there. There we go. So theoretically, I think everything can go in one, but like I said, I don't want to ruin nothing. Don't want to lose any gold, especially because we need every ounce we can possibly get right now. So let's get that one up there. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm thinking as soon as we can get the loan taken care of, the mistaken loan, I should say, because definitely did not need it, and I definitely screwed the pooch on that one. As soon as we get that one, or that loan taken care of, I'm thinking that we'll just use these spare buckets that I bought and go from there, and so we don't have to work as hard, because why would we do something like that? Okay, so let's see here. I think just like that's going to be perfect. We're going to take this and put it somewhere. Where is it? There it is. And of course you got your, oh, you got that. And of course it's going to be freaking out. So let's start that. Put that in the to-go box, and that's going to be, well, we need at least one bucket up here. Let's move this just over here. Thank you. Don't have to be flat, but it's just, you just can't stay here. So let's stay there. So that's going to be the top bucket. There we go. So that's the top bucket. That's always nice. And then, theoretically, I don't think you can actually put double in there, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So the one's in here. So we'll put that one in there. And as you can see, there's 30 ounces of magnetite. So that sucks. Oh, what? Where'd that other bucket go? Oh, it's down there. Interesting. Excuse me. Why are you empty? Okay. Something screwed up there. That's interesting. Huh. Where did that other bucket go? I don't know. It went somewhere. Or maybe it didn't go anywhere and I'm just losing my mind here. I couldn't tell you. That's only 3. And I should have 4. Oh, there it is. I knew it was somewhere. I mean, I know I lose my mind, but I know I didn't lose my mind that much. Alright, so that's the 4 duplex jigs. Okay, and then this next one, this one is the hog pans, which ain't going to be that much. But that's fine. 15 ounces, actually not bad. Excuse me. Apparently I need to get on flatter ground. That would probably be helpful. There we go. So, now that that's taken care of, that one's got just a bit, so I'm going to keep that one separated. 194, so that one was actually better than the top bucket. Interesting. So now what we'll do is we'll take this out, we'll plug this bad boy in, and then we'll see just how much gold we get out of this whole deal. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to keep it going so I don't have to worry about it. I was thinking about doing, one bucket at a time, but I just think that's too much work. And it's going to be much simpler if you just do it all at once. And then it can tell you exactly how much gold you have. I don't have to do any math, so I think that is the best case scenario. So at 33, I think we got 8 ounces so far, which really is not that great, especially when your top bucket is not as big as it should. Then, of course, you can just put your bucket right in there, and it's just a piece of cake. Easy peasy. So we got 12 ounces. It's definitely not as much as the first clean out so far. Like I said, the last clean out was 45, so the best clean out we've had is our first one so far. Of course, we have the small little bucket of the hog pan, and then we have the big bucket of the moss mats. Normally I put them together, but we'll just happen to see how this goes. I didn't buy the trailer yet for the Magnetite. I figured we didn't need that quite yet, so I didn't buy it. And that's everything. So we'll get that. Got to pick up the bottom. And of course, you just start throwing them back in. Pick that baby back up again. Come over here. How tall can you make this? Can I put this in here? Oh, you can. I didn't know that. So who knows how many you can actually stack? But the fact that you can even stack them, like I said, is a thing of beauty. Because I think everybody that's played this game has been complaining about that. 32.4 ounces of gold. That is bad. That was not good whatsoever. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But so 57 ounces altogether. It's not the absolute worst thing. But I mean, at least we're getting some money. But 57.9 ounces is terrible when you get 25 ounces alone from nuggets. So just think about that one before you go to bed. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back into town. And we're going to smelt all this gold because we need the money. And then hopefully we can... we won't be able to pay off the loan this episode, but hopefully next episode, if we can continue about 57, 58 ounces, even with the bad clean out, we should be able to pay off the loan next episode. And then since we're in the spot of okay gold, we might as well just stay there. I mean, we have a lot of other gold that we can go get, but we might as well stay here and clean out all the good gold area before we move on. The next claim anyway is $300,000 just to lease it, so we have a lot of time before we can, go jumping for joy. But yeah, so I'm going to go over here. I'm going to smelt the gold. It's going to take a little bit because it's, well, 60 ounces, so I got to wait for 45 minutes in game. And so I'm going to come over here, smelt the gold, and I will be, well, after I crash into the fence, I'll be right back. All right, so we got all the gold smelted, as you can see. Got to hit that car, of course, and so hopefully we'll be sitting pretty good. We should be having, what, 62,000 after all this is said and done, and then I'm thinking, I don't think we need anything else. I really think we're good. I don't think we need to buy anything. I think we just need to just take it easy. Let's see. So we got 66,000 loans. We still have here, pay off the loan. How much do we have left? So 66,000. So we're not quite done yet. We have 102,000. So we should definitely be able to pay that off next episode, because if you take 20,000 out, or let's just say 23, that'll leave you with 43,000, and then 30% of 60 ounces is more than enough, I think, for them. I think it's like 8 ounces or something, so that'll be a little bit more, so we'll have probably roughly $30,000 left, and so I'm thinking we should be able to pay off the loan, and so we have enough fuel for everything, so I don't think we need to buy fuel quite yet. We're going to have to buy fuel tomorrow night, or else we're not going to make it. But the one thing I did want to check out, and somehow I remembered, is the D-Rocker on sale. I know we're not going to be able to afford it. There's no way in hell we're going to be able to afford it, but I am just curious on how much it actually is for sale for. And it is right here. And it is 331,000, and that's with 26% off. That's not bad. That's not bad. Now, the other thing I want to take a look at is this bad machine right here. So that's 318,000. If you wanted to rent it, is $12,000. That wouldn't be bad. It would definitely be able to scoop more dirt, which I'm very curious about. So 300,000. We may just have to buy that, get rid of the other excavator, and just upgrade that first. Because of course, I think what one's more expensive? 256. Yeah, so this one's next. So it's going to be 500,000 just to upgrade those first, which is insane. And then 240,000 for the trommel. I mean, it's going to be expensive. You're going to spend a couple million on the next tier. And then of course the next tier after that, this alone is 500,000. Then you have this bad machine, which is over $1 million. So it's going to be a long time before we get that. And then before we even think about it is, of course, we already had a video on this, and that is what, 1.7 million as we save, and that is over 2 million. So that's, yeah, it's insane. And then of course just the sluice box, which you need 2 of them, is going to be over 1.7 million. So yeah, so we have quite a bit of stuff to do. But anyway, with that all being said, if we can get $300,000, which we should in a few episodes, want to get that machine, get everything filled up faster, because the faster we can get the machines, or the faster we can fill up the wash plant, the faster we'll make money. So with all that being said, thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'll catch you all on the next one, and you all take care.